In the heart of Trinidad and Tobago, there's a sound that binds the country together, the steelpan. Public Relations Officer for Pan Trinbago, Kwesi Moore, tells us from its early days as a creative expression of resilience, the sound of the steelpan has evolved, reflecting the strength and innovation of our people.
The very nature of Panorama is indigenous to our culture and our being as a people. If you trace back the legacy from the tambu bamboo days, which would have originated from slavery time and then evolved into the biscuit tin knocking, and then of course we eventually got a drum, an oil drum, discarded oil drum that was synced and grooved, and eventually we got to the point where we have this magnificent musical instrument today. The fact that it's still around and thriving in this 21st century is testament to the legacy and the cultural richness of the instrument.
This evolution has paved the way for Panorama, one of the most celebrated competitions in Trinidad and Tobago and a cornerstone of the country's carnival season.
That is where we began, and the fact that the competition is still around and vibrant, and we still have so many single pan orchestras in Trinidad and Tobago is testament to us remaining very closely planted and rooted to our origins. But the competition has been evolving. As much as it's tied to our roots, it's a spectacle. It's more than just a music show.
But it's not just the competition that makes Panorama special. It has a place entrenched in society.
So for example, there's a fete called Iron Park, which is produced by Wow Events. And it is one of the premier spaces where Pan has been reintroduced to the fetting scene because it's been a staple in yesteryear. And we are grateful for companies like that for showcasing the instrument not only in the Panorama context, but to show that you get party with it too.
Beyond the music, Panorama holds a deeper significance. It is a beacon of hope, social transformation and economic activity. The ripple effects of the competition are felt across communities.
It is a major unifying force for Trinidad and Tobago. I can even go to last year when Joshua Riguello attempted his Guinness World Record feat, and how the whole country came together to support that. And we just hope that Pan, in spite of all the ills that may be plaguing society today, that Pan continues to be that unifying force, that community-driven force, and that it continues to be that beacon of hope and light for Trinidad and Tobago in years to come.
No doubt the steelpan is a powerful catalyst for change. As we look at the impact it has in local communities, it's clear that the pan's influence reaches far beyond the stage.
There's no denying that the steel pan has that uniting power. And all you have to do is find a steel band in your community around the preliminaries and see what that community does. It's not only social transformation that takes place or social activity, but there's economic activity around the pan as well. You see those vendors and that normally would not get an opportunity to make significant sales or whatever. When they're around the pan yard and they're players practicing and they're communities that come out to support, you see them earning $1 as well.
As Panorama Season 2025 approaches, the steel pan remains a symbol of Trinidad and Tobago's soul, a sound that will continue to echo for generations to come.
And what you see there is young people playing the pan, senior citizens playing the pan. It's intergenerational.
Be a part of this year's rhythm, spectacle and legacy. Panorama, where tradition meets innovation and the power of the pan unleashes a cultural force like no other. We focused on Panorama 2025 for TTT News.